I discovered that I was a boss lady when I decided to switch fields and actually transition back into tech after working in nonprofits for 5 years. And the feeling that it gave me to take control of my career and really make decisions for how I wanted to live my life and work felt really empowering. And I feel that way even more day by day as I continue to grow in my new role.
I found out that I was a boss lady just because I am all for supporting and growing the people around me, which includes everybody. Now that means it's from the most basic developer all the way up to really advanced coders to people even outside the technology range. Being a boss lady just shows that you know who you are and that you're willing to help other people and find their own boss lady.
So I was working with a company, which is how it was a health and technology company, and they're the ones that got me involved with Austin Women in Tech. And then I ended up switching jobs, but they didn't know that. So they sent my email saying, "Oh my God, congrats, you're the boss lady," to my old work email. So I showed up at that event. And they were like, "Oh my God, congratulations." And I said, "Thank you." For what exactly? And they're like, "You're the boss lady. We're having like a whole thing for you inside right now." And that's how I found out that I was in fact the boss lady. I luckily had some red lipstick in my purse and was able to fix my hair in the bathroom, and it felt amazing. And I was a little bit caught off guard, but I was incredibly thankful, and the room made me feel welcome and warm, and I gave a mini impromptu speech and it all worked out. So
I found out I was a boss lady whenever I had to be incredibly resilient and constantly restart. Whatever it was that I learned in my career, you have all of those skill sets, you take it into the new thing that you're doing. It's being confident. It's knowing that you have a skill that you can translate and convert into whatever it is you're doing next. And it feels fantastic. I used to own my own endeavors as a live event producer, and now I'm a senior project manager at an independent mortgage bank. Life takes you in different places that are out of your control, but know that your skills are transferable and own it and be confident about what you know.
For me, being a boss lady means just owning your own power and your own stuff and realizing whatever table you're at, you earned the seat that you're there at. And don't apologize for it. You got there. And that's to me what being a boss lady is. It's just showing up and owning it.
I found out that I was a boss lady at one of our board of director meetings, and they nominated me for being helpful for a couple of events that I volunteered for, and making a bunch of Canva, presentations on there, and it made me feel really happy that I was being acknowledged for helping out the team, and I do anything to help out AWT because I love them.
I was super excited to be nominated, and I was nominated mostly because of my volunteer efforts leading up to the event, project managing, tracking tasks, and just kind of willing to do anything that needed to be done for the event and having that go off without a hitch.
Well, I've found out many different ways, but this is a great story that I love to tell about Austin. I've been to Austin 3 times, and every 10 years I seem to come back, and this was my 3rd time back. And I had a friend who I met when she was 18, and she was really into political fundraising, and she always enjoyed talking with me. Well, I had gone through a career of working as a systems engineer and developing software, so I met a young man in India. And the young man I met, I didn't meet him in India, I met him, and he's from India. And the two of us got together and we decided to start building websites. It was real popular at the time. So at some point when I moved back to Austin, I kept meeting with her, and she kept complaining about software and how it just wouldn't work for her. And she was so frustrated. So I said, "Hey, we can build something for you." And she said, "No way, forget it." So about the 4th time we met for lunch, I finally said, "I'm tired of listening to you. How about if we build you something and see if you like it? And if it works for you, then we'll make it happen." She said, "Okay, let's do it." So we came up with a dollar amount. We agreed to pay $2,000. We built her this piece of software, and she went crazy. So I gotta have it. I gotta have some more, I gotta have some more. So after sitting down and talking, we found out that she was offered 0.00000% of some dollars that some company was trying to pay her if they would use her banking system. So we sat down, we put our heads together, her and I and this young man, and we came up with a piece of software. And to this day, it is very prominent here in Austin. Kirk Watson just used it, and now we get royalties of 2.1%, and that's how I became my own entrepreneur boss lady of today's world. Donate Way.